What's up everybody, it's Faateh Mohammad, and today we will be learning the prompt, alert, and document.write command, how to put a button on your web page, and what a function and variable are. So let's get started. So we are going to be making a survey, which is going to be questioning people if they know what pi is. Now by pi, I mean the number pi, not the pie that you eat. So before we even start coding in JavaScript, we're going to instruct the browser that in a certain area, we are going to be coding in JavaScript, since how is the browser actually supposed to know? So we do that by making a script tag. Then we'll put type, which is equal to, in quotation marks, text / JavaScript. And let's close that now. Okay, so now we have indicated that in this area we will be typing in JavaScript. Okay, so now that's all done, we are going to begin making our survey. Now, before we do that, I'm going to declare a variable. Now, if you don't know what a variable is normally a letter or a word that stands for something. It can stand for anything in the world. Sometimes in math, you don't know what a variable is, and you got to figure out what the variable is. Such as 2 plus x equals 4. Now, you don't know what x is, so you got to figure out what x is. But in computer science, we use variables to declare other things. So we are going to call our variable pi number. And this is going to be equal to math.pi. Now you might be wondering what this is. Now math.pi is equal to pi, the number of what pi is. So it's a variable standing for pi. Now, of course, we could always just put what pi is equal to right here, but they make it easier for us by putting a variable called math.pi, which is equal to pi. Okay, so now we're going to be creating a function. Now, a function is literally a mini program which you can call on and run at any time. And in our case, we're going to design our button, and we're going to put in onClick equals our function. So whenever the person clicks that, it will go back to the function and do everything in the function. So let's call our function funky. And now we put a parentheses and we close the parentheses. And we're going to put in curly braces our function. Okay, there we go. So first, what we're going to do with our function is we are going to prompt someone. And we are going to prompt them and ask them a question. Do you know what pi is? Or do you know what pi? Or do you know pi, actually? So what prompt is it's going to prompt you. It's going to ask you a question, and it's going to be there, how do you know pi? Then there's going to be an answer box where you're going to write your answer, if you know pi or not. And this will be a yes or no question. So now that we have prompted them, and we have to end this with a semicolon, and we also have to end this variable with a semicolon. Send this variable with a semicolon. And now that we have prompted them, now what we will do is we will now alert them something. And if they don't know pi, then we'll alert them what pi is. So now we're going to alert them And in parentheses, we're going to tell them pi is equal to, and then we're going to end the parentheses. And now we're going to put a addition sign, and we're going to put pi number. So it's automatically going to replace the pi number with the math.pi, which is pi. Now, we also have to put this pi number without parentheses. So now, after that, we're going to put in here document.write. Document.write. And this is how you write in JavaScript. And quotation marks. Thank you for participating in the Pi survey. And we'll end that. And then we also have to put a semicolon right here. Okay. So let me just make an overview of what's going to happen. So once the user clicks the button, which will say touch me, it will go on click will be equal to function, and it's going to do everything in the function. So first it's going to prompt, it's going to ask the user, do you know pi? And then the user is going to enter yes or no. And it's going to alert them that pi is equal to pi number, which is equal to math pi, which is equal to what pi is. And then it's going to write there, thank you for participating in the Pi survey. So now we're going to end our curly braces, and we're going to end our script. And out here in the HTML, we will make our button. So we're going to make our form tag, form, and our ending form tag. And then we'll make a tag putting input type is equal to button, button, is equal to button, and its value will be equal to touch me. Touch me. And we can actually put anything here what the button is going to say, or what's it going to be written on it. And we'll also put in here on click will equal funky, and it will take them to the function funky. And we end that, and we have to end our tag. Okay, there we go. So now let me save this. And now let me drag this in and let me see what will happen. Now you can see there's a button which says touch me, and there says equal to AA. So I'm going to figure out what happened there. And let's press touch me. And then it's going to see it's prompted us right now. Do you know pi? And let's say no. And okay. And then it was now alerted us that pi equals 3.14151535897993. Okay? And then it's going to come. Thank you for participating in the Pi survey. Now let me figure out what happened there. So we have value touch me, on click funky, Pi survey. And yeah, I think everything should be good now. So let me save this again and drag this in, and everything I think looks good. Touch me, do you know pi? No. pi equals 3.1415. Yeah, okay. And thank you for participating in the pi survey. So thank you everyone for watching, and in the next video I'll figure out why there is 2 A's, weird looking A's in our button. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.